Hi, Rachel. Hello, Prairie Moon. Hi, Asteria. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Rock and roll, baby. Here we go. How's everyone doing? Hi, Mel. Hello, Pack Rat Queen. Hi, Sandra. Yeah, that almost sounds like a Zen name. Sandala. Hi, Julia. How are you? So happy you're here tonight. Oh my gosh, you know what? So I'm telling you, Felicia, that kind of fits because you're kind of like our sensei, right? How's everybody doing tonight? I absolutely cannot believe that we're at Sunday already. Oh, that's good, Julia. Hello, Jade Peacock. Woohoo, girl, great show tonight. Everybody about to eat dinner. I just finished mine. Feeling good, Julia. The shows have been absolutely amazing tonight. So Curry started out as our first conductor, and she had so many fun things, right? Buttons and all kinds of goodies. The thing that has been so much fun for me is like listening to all of us, me included. I'm not so sure if I have something to bring to the party that has to do with the 50s, but we've all come up with something. And thanks to Felicia, the Pack Rat Queen, she did a little kind of show and tell with us um, the day before to show some of the jewelry and the different jewelry manufacturers that were hot and doing their thing back in the 50s and 60s, and come to find out we all had some of it. So how cool was that? Excuse me. Anyway, I've come up with a few more things and just want to let you know, for those of you who know Michelle, Vintage Forward, she had a family emergency tonight. So she was going to come on in between Rachel and me. And she's unable to come on tonight. So keep her and her family in your prayers, if you will. And I'm going to be hanging out with you. Hi, Maria. I'm going to be hanging out with you for an hour and a half. So it's 8 o'clock right now. So until 9:30. And then Rachel is going to be joining us. And as we get into the show, I'm going to explain the fun new process that she's going to be bringing to the table tonight. So you want to make sure you don't miss that part of it, because it's going to be fun and a different way to sell tonight. So we're going to do that. But anyway, without further ado, I want to get started. I want to welcome you all here. Hi, Ashley. For those of you who do not know me, my name's Kathy, and I am with Insane Bargains. And like I alluded to last night, you'll have to figure it out. I don't know if that name is that I'm insane and I'm providing bargains, or if I have insane bargains. You'll have to be the judge of that. But I wanted to show you a little bit my set. I've added a couple of things that I didn't have last night here. But I was kind of going with, hi, True Rummage, welcome in. But I added a few things to kind of set the stage instead of the rock and roll kind of thing like Rachel brought with the records and Curry did. And I love I don't know if Sandy's on, cracked me up, right? She said there was a sock hop. She had socks all over the stage. Absolutely hysterical. She is so funny. But she brought some amazing pieces tonight too, as did Jade. And I'm having a brain fade, the in between that we had in between. Anyway, as you can see, I've got marbles and I've got cookbooks and all kinds of like goodies, even a deck of cards. Now, I actually sell old playing cards as well. So I put them out there. I know, can you believe it? Marbles. And I don't know if it's that I've lost my marbles or I sell them, but I do. I'm not selling these tonight, but I do have lots of marbles that I put out there. Anyway, here we go. Is everybody ready? First thing that I've got up tonight is this. You remember, so like in the 60s, it was kind of flower power, and I know that bled into the 70s, with the bell-bottom pants and the hippies and all of that stuff. But this is, it kind of reminds me of my grandmother's old TV tray. You know how it was kind of made out of that plasticky material. Now I looked here, you'll have to look very close. It has little beads, like little silver beads in there. At first, I was thinking that maybe it had something that snapped in there, but no, it looks like it's got little beads of, little metal beads. Anyway, here is the back, and it's like felt. So I'm guessing somebody made this at some point. Here is the closure at the back. I want to put out a disclaimer as well for those of you who are on. I'm not sure with the stuff that I bring up exactly, especially if it's not marked, if it indeed is from the 50s and the 60s. But I can tell you that most of it is vintage and old. And if it's not, I'll certainly note that. But I do want to tell you that I was born in the 50s, so you are getting some of the 50s right here. Okay. So I am going to pull this up and see if I can find this flower. And I have, and I'm actually putting this up for $4. Okay. So it's going to be a $4 start on this very cool pen for 30 seconds, and it's running. So if you want a piece of something that certainly notes the 60s here, this would be it. Okay. And this is a brooch. It's quite large, as you can see, and it's made out of some type of lucite, is that a word? Lucite, I don't know, material. So here we go. All right, well, that starts it off, and I appreciate you looking at that, so we'll put that aside. Now, one thing that I started last night that I'm going to continue tonight, and I know that most of you just absolutely loved every moment of having to guess different slang terms back in the 50s and the 60s. So I'm going to kind of vacillate back and forth. And so my first question is going to be, and I'm going to give you a little clue here. It's from the 60s. And if you said, oh my gosh, that's a bummer, what did that mean? Oh my gosh, that's a bummer. So if you come up with a guess, pop it in there. I'm not giving out any gifts for your excellent and correct guess, but I will give you accolades and call out your name so everybody knows that you knew what a bummer meant. All right, so the pack rat queen has got it's a disappoint. You're disappointed, or oh my gosh, I can't believe, it's like, oh shoot, shucks, darn it. What a bummer. Yay, pack rat queen. That's Felicia. Check her out, the pack rat queen. This woman has got more knowledge than an entitled book of encyclopedias. I'm telling you, the woman knows her stuff. So pack rat queen, Felicia, you need to check her out. So see, that's how it works. You guess right, and I will call out. I will definitely call out. But she is fabulous. And I'm so glad you're here, Felicia, because I didn't get to show these last night. I don't know if you recall these. Remember we were talking about these last night? And I think I've left you and me both, sister. I brought these up, and when Felicia looked at them, she asked me to turn it over and look at the back. So here is the back of these. So I'm just showing these to you. She said that they were Miriam Haskell-esque, if I'm recalling that correctly. They do have a couple of little rhinestones missing. They are not marked. I'm not going to run them right now, but I'm just showing these as kind of a refresher from last night. Yeah, isn't that just crazy the way? And it's kind of sparkly, the material that they used. But I'm going to put these aside. If anybody sees these and you're like going, oh my gosh, I have to have those because they are just so amazing. Hi, Vintage Vixen. Please hit me up and I will most definitely run these very unusual, old school clip earrings here. Hi, Jedi Jerk. You want me to run them? Oh, you may not have seen them last night. Oh, yes. Okay. Well, I will do that. Let me get over here and put them up. They're starting at 5 and the auction's running for 30 seconds and they're on. Hello, Jen. So we are running these very unusual clip-on earrings. And Rachel is in for 5 with 14 seconds. Aren't they just the coolest? They've got kind of, let me hold them closer. They are just intricate and amazing. All right, Rachel, these are coming to you. So I'm going to grab a bag here. And I want to let you folks know that have come in that the shipping is $4. Okay, I've got a couple of items tonight that are glass, so they're going to run about $6, but everything else is $4. Okay, and any additional item that you purchase is going to be 50 cents. I know, what a deal, right? So $4 for the first item, so 50 cents the next. So you could, initially like load a bag up for near nothing, right? So anyway, I was talking about the last pair of earrings. Thank you very much, Rachel, for purchasing those. But I wanted to bring these out last night and didn't get a chance before it was time for me to be over. And I wanted Felicia to see these. Look at these here. I'm going to put them down. They're not marked and they're made out of like a very delicate lucite material, I think. You're going to correct me, I know, if I'm not right here. They're not marked, okay? But they are, I believe they're old, okay? I want you to look at this one here. I've got the pair, so you can see it up close. All right, and I'm going to show you the other one. I think the other one is missing a rhinestone, or it's dark right there. So I think that's where a rhinestone should be going. Or maybe it's just a dot of black, but there's not a dot of black on the other one. 40s? Well, I'm supposed to be 50s and 60s, but you know what? I guess we could, sneak one in. But aren't they beautiful? Easily fixed? Oh, okay. Aren't they gorgeous? So they're obviously faux pearls, right? And they're just very unique. Let me just measure it really quick so that you know what the diameter is. Celluloid, that's the word. Yes, thank you so much. Celluloid, lucite, and plastic. Okay. So I am going to run these. Just got to get the old stageroo up here. So we're running those for 30 seconds and $5, and it has started. I don't know, celluloid. You know what? I need to have a little note, right? So that I remember. So Rachel is in at $5. Maybe what I should do is count celluloid instead of sheep when I'm going to sleep. I know. Celluloid. That's what I need to say. Felicia's in at 6 with 2 seconds. And congratulations, Felicia. They are coming to you. I'm going to put it in your bag, but not right now, but I'm going to ship it with your other stuff that you purchased. That's the other thing I wanted to say. Anybody that purchased yesterday, I'll add it to it. And again, anything you add will be 50 cents on top of whatever you purchase. So this is going to come to you. So I wanted to make sure that you know that. Like move over, scissor, right? Yeah. Move over. I'm taking over. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, so I wanted to bring those out. And since we are on a celluloid kind of thing, okay, I'm going to need a little help here. Okay. What do we think this is made of? Look at this bracelet. This is not a new bracelet. It looked very, I was, going through my boxes. Look how it has like a little bit of gold brush stuff on it. And it's got this design, lime green. But look at the inside, how it's I don't know, it's got like a smoother finish. And kind of looks like apple candy, doesn't it? What's that kind of candy, that hard candy that comes in watermelon and green apple? I don't know, but it is just the coolest. I thought it looked kind of 60-ish. Let's see what that is. That must be where they seamed it together. But it is solid, beautiful. And I am going to run this bracelet. And I am going to start it at $5 for 30 seconds for this very unusual, some type of plastique. I'm going to say Jolly Rancher. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I think I'm so full, it's making me sleepy. I can't think. 12 seconds on this apple green Jolly Rancher. There we go. Gold brushed design. I think it's 50s, 60s style, maybe not the era. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for looking. So I've got another throw out here about something from let's do from the 50s. So if somebody says, hey man, you're a square, what does that mean? Hey man, you're a square. Remember that? And it was like that people would like air draw a square in the air, and making kind of fun at somebody. Any guesses? Any guesses? No? All right, well, let's move on and see what else we can bring to the stage here. These are clip-on earrings. Look at these. These are kind of, they need to be cleaned. At least I think they can be. I have not. Hi, Retro Nelly. I am saying it could be leather, but I am not cool. Yes, right. Yep, Jedi Jerk. Right on, Jedi Jerk. Yes. There you go. Usually an intellect. And yes, somebody who was kind of nerdy, intellectual, and people would say, oh, they're nerdy, they're a square because they were intellectual, or they just were not cool. Good job. Good job. So these are, I don't think it's leather, but I'm going to say that it's Naugahyde. So back in the 50s and the 60s, there's no name on it. Back in the 50s and the 60s, they would make chairs, recliners, sofas out of Naugahyde. Remember that? I mean, do some of you remember that? Some of you, maybe not you as a child growing up, but maybe your grandparents or even your great-grandparents. But a lot of things were made out of Naugahyde when it came to furnishings. So I'm going to say maybe not leather. This is made out of naga hide, and they are quite large. I don't know how many nagas it took to make them, okay, but it could have been substantial. I am going to measure them, and if we knew how big a naga was, we might know how much hide it would take to make it if that were the case. All right, 1 3/4 inches on these. They have like a, what is that? A bead? No, it's kind of like a, well, maybe it is a bead, like a bead and a rope on it, but they are very, very unusual. A clear Rivoli. I have, okay, Rachel, I may not remember celluloid, but I've got the Rivoli down. Finally. So I am going to list these two. Again, could be leather, but I'm going with naga hide. On these clip earrings, I'm moving them to stage, and this time they're going for 20 seconds for $5. And Rachel is in at 5. And if you will remember, or if you've just popped in, $4 on the first item and 50 cents for each additional item that you purchase from me tonight. Thank you very much. And thank you, Rachel. These are coming to you. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody doing all right tonight? I'm getting up and moving around because I'm finding Rachel's bag here so I can put these earrings in. And I want to make sure that y'all stick around because we have got Rachel coming up at what will be 9:30 my time. I'm on the East Coast for a fun selling time with her tonight. Not going to divulge it yet, but I will be talking about it here very soon. You're going to want to make sure that you participate in that. With that being said, I just want to show you these because I think these might be from the 50s or the 60s. Look at that. Heinz, Heines. I wonder if that's like the, no, that wouldn't be the Heinz ketchup because I think that's Heinz. But playing cards, crown. I don't know what it is about old playing cards, but I love them. And look, these must have been used or could have been used at the Flamingo in Las Vegas. And if that's not in the old part that they use for tourist attraction now, this could have been from back then. Look at that. Desert Inn, Sands, Costa del Sol, oh, Monte Carlo, so who knows? So that's over in France too. But anyway, so I do always look for old playing cards, and this is a full deck. So I'm playing with a full deck tonight. Ha ha ha. If anybody is interested in me running these, I would be happy to do so. Otherwise, I'm just going to put them over here, but I wanted to share those with you because they're old and they're cool, and I just love stuff like that. All right, the next item I am going to bring to stage is, let's see, I've got so many things to pick from over here, and I'm just not sure what to grab, but I'm going to get another pair of earrings, and I have not done any of the screw back, but look at these. Now, I think when I was watching Sandy earlier, she had something that was similar. So I know that these are not, well, I shouldn't say I know, celluloid, but would we say that these are like lucite as opposed to celluloid? But look at how beautiful they are. They do not have any, hi Cam Cam. They do not have any markings on them, but they're very clear, as you can see. Let me get it in the light. They're very dainty. And they're very, very colorful. So I am going to run this pair. If I can get it in between my fingers here. Let's see. All right, there we go. Okay, so that way you can see them. They are screwbacks, and they are going to start at $5 for 30 seconds, and it has started now. Aren't they great? I think I have that twisted the wrong way because the purple is at the bottom. Maria is in for 5. Thank you, Maria. Aren't they lovely? I know that I have seen these before, and oftentimes they're scratched, but these are in beautiful condition, as you can see when I kind of tilt it in the light here. All right, Maria, thank you very much. I'm going to add it to your bag from last night. You got that beautiful red, white, and blue pen. That is so, brooch, actually a brooch. It is so beautiful. Thank you so much for purchasing that. Yes, they are so pretty. They are so pretty. So, oftentimes when I buy through district, even from all of the amazing women in our community, I will buy because I love something. I will wear it for a while and then I will pass it on and sell it. Other times I buy things and I just keep them for me. I don't want to let them go. And I have several items like that. And then sometimes I purchase things just to resell because I see it, I like it, and I know of other people that like a type of maybe a brand or, you know, a color of something or whatever, and I'll do that to resell too. So, it's kind of a mixed bag. Hi, Val. Welcome in. So, it's kind of varied, but it's like, how much stuff can we have, right? It seems like we've got stuff all the time. Too much stuff. I am talking because I am trying to find a dog here. I've got a dog. I just got to figure out where he's at. Nancy, how are you? Good to see you. I miss seeing you. Hope all is well. Look at this cute girl. Doesn't that look like a girl? Or is that a dapper poodle? I don't know, but isn't that sweet? Look at how the schnauzer sticks out there. And here's the back side. Let me show you the pen. Isn't that sweet? So back in the 60s, I had 2 sisters and 2 brothers, and my mom would dress us girls similarly. And we all had little red felt skirts, and they had poodles on them. So whenever I see poodles, anything, pins, dogs, pictures, whatever, it reminds me of those great skirts that we had when I was a kid. And so that's what I thought of when I was going through some of my brooches and I saw this poodle. I went, oh my gosh, that reminds me of my skirt. You too? I know. So we would wear the little red felt skirt, and why on earth they got paired with saddle shoes, I will never know. Yes, I did wear crinoline. That stuff was so itchy. Oh, itchy. Made me itch. So I am going to start this sweet little poodle for $5 for 20 seconds, and I just started the auction. So here he is. I'm like jumping all over the place. Sorry. I'm not nervous. It's just that I was leaning on my elbow. Leaning on my elbow here. So 5 seconds. Did you wear crinoline under yours, Felicia? All right. Thank you for looking at him. So, when you think of the 50s and 60s and rock and roll and all of that good stuff, What brings back memories to you? What do you think of when you think of the 50s and the 60s? Anything in particular? Is it music? Is it clothing? What is it that makes you think of the 50s and the 60s? Anything at all? All right. Listening to Elvis sing Blue Hawaii. Oh my goodness. You know what? He just, yeah, that setting when he was on the beach, and oh my goodness. Yeah, that does bring back memories, that's for sure. So I am going to bring up, this is something that I brought. Oh, your Barbie doll. I still have my original Barbie doll, by the way. I do, I do. So I am going to bring up, I'm going to save that one, I think. I'm going to save that one. So I actually, horror shows on TV. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I still can't watch horror shows. I have nightmares. I don't know. It just kind of creeps me out a little bit. I don't, even that, and I'm trying to think of the Twilight Zone. Oh my goodness. That used to scare the bejeepers out of me. So this here, I want you to look very closely, okay? Let's look really close at this, and I am going to lean on my friend, the Pack Rat Queen here, because I did do a little bit of investigation on this, but I'm still not positive and sure. So when I looked this up and, was trying to figure out who the manufacturer is, Miriam Haskell, it said like early Miriam Haskell. So here is the pen, so you can see what the pen looks like. So I don't know if it is a reproduction, maybe, that was made at some period of time, or yes, it is smooth. It is smooth. I mean, it's kind of smooth. Let's see if we can get this closer. Well, it's got some it's almost like, I don't know. It's not perfectly smooth, but it is. But it looks old. What do you think? Let's look at this end and see. See the wiring in between? Well, we'll look at that. Let's see. There's the back part. So can we see any wiring? See, it looks like see this part, Felicia, how it looks like it's got the holes? That must be where it is. Yeah, see, it does have wire. See the wire? The back is fairly smooth. I think it just has that kind of like Humpty Hump there a little bit. But I don't know. I just, from everything that I looked at, the way that the pin is in and connected, see that? It appeared to be, yeah, it's definitely not textured. It is definitely not textured. So when I looked, it said early Miriam Haskell. So I am going to put this up for 10, a starting bid of 10, because I feel like that's probably what it is. And I was shocked because I didn't realize that they actually manufactured things of this nature. I thought it was always sparkly and all that stuff. So that's what I'm going to run it as. I just need to find it here because I had it starting. Oh, excuse me. I said 10. It's starting at 8. Okay. It's starting at 8. And let's see how many seconds I had this going for. Oh, you have a necklace from them? Oh, I bet that's cool. That's cool. So this would be the second item that I potentially have from the 40s. So we're going to say that this is an early Miriam Haskell, and I am running it at $8, starting it right now for 20 seconds. And Felicia is in at 8, and Nancy at 9, and Felicia at 10. Yeah, it is very, very cool. I don't know. I was surprised. Very surprised at this. All right. Congratulations, Felicia. This is going to be coming your way, and I'm going to put it in your box here. You know, as I was digging through one of my many boxes today, looking for some more items for tonight, I came across something, and I think it's like way old Japanese, way, 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 way old. So I'm going to have to bring that out at some point and share that as well. So let's see what else we can bring out now. How about, now I'm not going to run it if you don't want me to run it, but if you do, I'm just telling you, this is like a collector piece right here. Yes, I'll let you know. Okay, thank you very much. When it says the electric cookbook, that indicates that these people were either using gas or logs to make dinner, right? So look at that. It says oven, broiler, one dish meals, casseroles, meat dishes. I mean, and just look at this happy mom, right? Do we all look like that? The kids eating what you just cooked. Life is good. Complete guide to cooking electrically. Now let's see. I think this one had the date in it. Let's take a peeky. Yes, copyright is 1960. So yeah, so we are like in the mojo. We're in the theme here. This is from 1960, and it is all different kinds of desserts and roasting, how to roast on an electric stove. But it looks it's paperback, as you can see, but it looks like it's in pretty darn good condition. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you because if you're interested in this, I am happy to run it for sure. But I'll just put her back there right now. And I am going to bring up a couple of earrings here. So I'm going to do this as two. Okay, SB, I'm not sure what that means. Is that like sugar baby, or what's SB mean? I don't know. SB question mark? Any guesses on SB? Not sure what that means. Oh, starting bid. Oh, thank you. Hello, sorry. Sorry, Jedi. Starting price on the book, yes? Was it on the book? Let me just see here. Okay. I can. Now you haven't purchased anything, so you're going to have the shipping on it, huh? So let me do this. I am going to start it for 4. I just need to go in here and change something so that we can do that. Let me do that really quick. So we're going to put book, and that way we can add that to it. Thank you. I don't know, I'm like SB. I'm like, what the heck? I just got to get in the right mindset there. Okay, let's see. So that is going to be number 16. Okay, so let's do that. Appreciate you being patient. Thank you. Now I just got to find number 16 over here, and we'll be rocking and rolling, as they say. And this is at 30 seconds, and it started for $4. Oh, and she said, no, that's okay. All right, well, we're in, so And Felicia's in for 4. Thank you. For this electric cookbook. And that's the other thing. I have got so many vintage cookbooks. It's insane. All right, Felicia, thank you for your bid. I will put this with your items. I mean, a lot of them. My mom passed away during COVID, and she was a collector of cookbooks. Like, she had cookbooks coming out her ears, some amazing books. And I have them all, and I sell one or two here and there, but yeah, just they are so fascinating to read and look through all the different recipes. All right, so next, let's do, they are good money. I think I sold the one that I got back in 1972 of Betty Crocker when they came out with the one that was kind of like a binder. The pattern ones. Oh, no, that's totally okay. Totally okay. I have a long and very vintage. Oh, awesome. And pattern ones. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah. Not at all. No problem. It was, oh, I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, you're feeling awful again? Oh, shoot. Ugh, you know what? For some reason, that stuff just hangs on. It's just awful. I'm so sorry. Well, you know what that means? You need to take care of yourself and rest. You got to rest, right? So I am going to do a twofer here, and I've got one of the twofers rolling away here, right there. Those are really cool. So you can look at those if you can see them, hopefully. So I'm going to do a twofer, and these are, so we're going to do one pair of clip, okay? There is no, at least that I can see, no markings on there. Just want to let you folks know you might need to clean some of this stuff. They've been in boxes for a while, and I've been pulling them out here and there. So I just want to let you know that. These have got faux pearls and beads and AB crystals, and these are glass on these. So we're going to do this pair. We're going to do a twofer. And then the other pair is, they're like milk glass seed beads. So let's look at these. Look at these. It's kind of in a knot, right? But they are little, I'm saying milk glass seed beads. That's what they look like to me. There's no markings. And I'm thinking this has got some like tarnishing on the metal, I think. I'm not sure if that's what you would say. But I am going to run both of these. Let's see if I can. Geez, I have a hard time putting one lemon in my hand, let alone 2 earrings. But it's going to be both pair of earrings. And I'm going to run these for $5 for 20 seconds. And it has started. Hi, my Vintage Grove. Welcome in. We're doing this 2 pair of earrings for $5. And one's a clip and one is screw back. And 0 seconds. All right. Let me put these aside over here. Thank you for coming in. I just want to let you know, for anybody here that has not connected with me yet, if you look in the upper left-hand corner, you should see a follow button if you're not following me, and please follow me. I will stay in touch with you and let you know when I am going live, and also share with you all of the wonderful things that we are doing in the Lilyworks community. Rachel has created a fantastic venue within district, and we have got the most supportive, women and men. I'm going to say and smart men, women and smart men, because we do have guys pop in. It is beyond, and you seriously, what you will garner from connecting with Rachel's Lily Works community is a group of supportive women like I don't think you'll find anywhere else, on top of the fact that she has some subscriber programs that are bar none, have information in there that really you're not going to just get handed out to you. It is so helpful. And I like to call the women that I have met in this group that Rachel has put together the wind beneath my wings, because they are always there with information and support and guidance, and I'm just very grateful. And you will be too if you follow me and you go to lilyworksjewels.com, which is our homepage here, and see all of the wonderful things and connect with the people. I do want to say this for anybody that is a seller out there and you've not done any live selling. Bedazzled 17, that's Justine. She heads up our newbie train. And if you want help and support just kind of getting started with information, go to the start here on our homepage and then follow down and you can connect with Justine and the newbie train. Trust me, you will get some information and get you off and running quickly. And if you're just doing buy it now stuff, load it into Lilyworks. Let me tell you, we got a lot of people, and I'm saying people because we have men and women that are looking for the kinds of items that you have to sell and share. So I want to put that out there because it's important, and you can move some of the stuff that you have and get it into some good homes. All right, so the next item I am going to bring up is this sweet little, look at this. They are glass, and they are, I guess you would say, pink. They're kind of AB-ish. They're just not clear AB-ish. They're pinkish. And it has faux pearls. And here is the back. And here is the back. And let me tell you what the size is. I hadn't planned on selling that jar of marbles. I actually just put those marbles in a jar, kind of like a decorative backdrop. However, I will be going back through my marbles and listing them on Lilyworks Antiques and Collectables. So if you are not a part of Lilyworks Jewels and Lots or Lilyworks Antiques and Collectables, please come into www.lilyworks antiques, so lilyworksantiques.com, and sign up at district. And I'm Kathy with Insane Bargains, and look me up because I'm going to list some marbles next week. And I have got some amazing, amazing marbles. So please check into that. But yeah, tonight is just a decoration. But yes, I will be listing some of those. So make sure you visit me. Yeah, I've got some. I love marbles too. That and buttons. I'm selling buttons for my cousin. I've got buttons from like World War I and World War II, the metal ones. Oh, just fabulous. And mother of pearl and all kinds. Yep. You're very welcome. You are very welcome. So I am going to run this sweet little brooch here for $5.20. And she is on the board right now. So a little pink. If you're looking for a little pink sparkle, 7 seconds. All right. Thank you for looking. I will put that over. But there is something that I am going to sell here. And I want to bring that out now. Let's see here. So you see this over here? I've got these. Aren't those cool? So these have got, still have the little string from when I bought them, right? So I'm gonna put these up if somebody would like these. I'm gonna sell them together with a $5 start if you're interested. But they are, I don't think they're new. I think they are like maybe 60-ish, 1960s. But if you're interested in those, let me know. I'm just going to stick those over here because I want to show you this. Look at this. Look at how cool this is. Isn't that awesome? Look at the roses on it. It's like cupped hands. Pink cupped hands and the little stick things coming off the bottom. Felt. It's a piece of felt. So I don't know if this was a candle holder. That looks kind of small. Look, kind of small for a candle. But maybe like jewelry. I'm not sure what they use this for. But isn't that awesome? Is that a nick? What do we got there? Is that just in the... Well, it's smooth, so it has glaze over it. So when it was made, that was the glaze. I don't see any missing parts to the flowers or to the leaves. And she's got a little bit of rub off on her fingernail polish. Mine looked like that last week. I just ended up taking it all off. But let me measure this so that you know how long these gorgeous hands are. They are 6 inches long, and at the widest where the hands are cupped together, it is 3.5 inches. So I'm just going to put this here so we can see them. Let's see here. A vanity. Yeah, I just, but I'm not sure what they put in there, But I'm sure it's not 50s or 60s, but it just, I don't know. I just love the way it looked. It just made me, maybe it's because I was thinking of my grandmother. I don't know, but that's, I found it and I bought it and I'm like, I'm going to bring it tonight because it's just very cool and it just feels kind of nostalgic. Feels a little nostalgic, but I'm starting it at 10. I want to let you know it's got a $6 ship on it, but if you've purchased something for me, it's only going to be an additional 50 cents. If not, if it's your first purchase, then it will be $6 to ship. But I am starting it at 10 for 20 seconds, and it is on now for those cupped hands there. And I'm going to take a drink of water. One thing we're talking about with live selling is you've got to stay hydrated. Thank you, Rachel. 3 seconds and one more sip and I'm pulling it off. So if somebody just dying to have these hands, right? I will bring those back to the stage. Look at this. Anybody want these? If you do, another item, you just let me know and I will put them up. So I just want to give you, I'm going to give you a little teaser here. So I've been talking about Rachel and doing something with selling a little bit different tonight. So she is going to be coming on at 8:30 my time. Here I'm on the East Coast. And she's going to do something with pre-bids. So I just want to let you know, you can pop over. I don't want to take you away from me, but I'm just saying intermittently. Okay, so you can like pop over to her live and look at her store and see that everything in there has got a pre-bid on it. And that's all I'm going to say. So if there's something in there that you see that you want, you might want to go in there and like hit the pre-bid on it. More to come, all right? Because she's not coming on for about another 35 minutes. but it's going to be something different that you've not seen before. So pop over there, pop back here, or you know what, stay with me and go use your iPad or your phone or your computer and go look at her stuff. But don't leave me. And if you do, not too long, all right? Because I want you to hang around with me for a little bit. All right. So next, we're going to go with this here. I sold one kind of similar last night, and I sold it to the Pack Rat Queen, I believe. But look at this. I don't know if you, let's see if we need a little more sparkle. Little sparkle, sparkle. You know, isn't it something how sometimes with lighting, when you see something, it's like, wow, it just really stands out, and other times it just doesn't cooperate with the light. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I can't do this for too long because I become totally mesmerized when I see sparkly stuff. That's why I could never have anything dangle from my rear view mirror. I would be wrecking my car all the time. But look at that. Now, I don't think that this Felicia is as old as the one that you got last night. And I say that, and I could be wrong, but the one last night had a different type of clasp on it. This one has a lobster clasp, and the one last night, I believe, had a box clasp. But it is beautiful nonetheless. It is very sparkly, very dainty, and it has quite a different look to it. It's kind of asymmetrical, if you will. But in the teachings that Felicia shared with us, these types of necklaces were very popular back in the 50s. So I am going to put this up. Gotta find the right one here. Oh, yep, here we go for $5. And I am moving it to stage for 20 seconds. And it's on this super sparkly, clear glass necklace. Oh, let me hold it here. Felicia is in at 5. All right, Felicia, thank you very much. This is coming to you here. I'm telling you, girl, I'm going to have to make a trip. I'm going to have to make a trip. You get quite a haul here. Might be cheaper for me to drive than to put it in the mail. Oh my goodness. All right, let's look at this here. I've got a necklace, another necklace. Thank you very much. Hi, Julia. Did you have your dinner already? If you did, that was fast. 4-hour drive, piece of cake. Piece of cake. No big deal. We can do it for sure. All right. The next item that I'm bringing up is this gorgeous necklace, and it kind of reminds me, you know, I don't, and again, disclaimer, I'm not saying that anything is from the 50s and 60s in particular. However, they could be. But in this case, I do not know. Here is the clasp on it. All right. It almost has like a little hang goody piece of chain, like maybe it had a manufacturer name tag on it, but perhaps not. It's just extra chain. But look at these beads. Aren't they pretty? And they may need to be cleaned, and they kind of look like it when I'm looking through the camera lens here. But it's very heavy. These balls are cold. So the black balls are cold. Well, they're all kind of cold. These feel, I don't know what those are made out of. But these are like some kind of glass. The black ones are. But let me tell you what the length is on them. It's really pretty. Be very nice for fall. Overall length is 22 inches on this one. Let me see. I don't know if you've got a good view of that, but it is really, really pretty with all the sparklies and the black and gold. I am going to start this for $5 for 20 seconds, and it's on. So it's for this 22-inch. Don't know what the era is, but a pretty cool and funky necklace. Got some weight to it. And thank you very much for looking. Okay, so I've got to tell you, I don't know if any of the rest of you that did lives today noticed, but on my live, I actually have a countdown clock where I can see how long I've been on. That must be a new thing because I didn't see that. Very interesting. Hi, Granny. How are you? Granny Blue Bar. That's really interesting. I like that. How are you tonight? Welcome, welcome in. All right, I am going to grab something out of here that I want to share. If I can find it. Here it is. Oh, and these, oh, I forgot about these too. Oh, I don't want to forget about these. You know, I was going to use these for a backdrop, and I forgot to put them out. I mean, does this, you know, obviously these need to be cleaned, but don't these scream the 50s? Look at that. Salt and pepper. They almost look like, you know, when you would go to, you know, like a hamburger joint or something or a restaurant, and they had them like this on the table. This one's kind of cloudy, so I'm sure they need to be cleaned, but aren't they fun? I forgot to put them out, so I'm just going to stick them here because I can. I forgot about those. Huh. Anyway, they were supposed to be part of the decor tonight, but what I did want to show you was this jar, and it is from, let's see, I can't remember. Let me look at the back. It's called Nightingale Song, okay? Nightingale Song. Look at this. I love Trinket boxes. Isn't that pretty? I love Trinket boxes. And to me, if you're going to have a Trinket box, there it is, Nightingale Song. I'm thinking this might be from the 60s. I don't know, but that's what it made me think of when I saw it. But I always feel like if you have a Trinket box, you need to put something inside. So I am putting these inside of the Trinket box. Let me just show you. Oh, these have got, ow. They have got no markings, but they have got a stiff clip because I just snipped myself with them. But check out these. Look at those. Aren't they gorgeous? And I picked those to be the surprise inside the box because of the green. Look at the green around the edge. Isn't that lovely? And the green in the flowers. So I was like, you know what? These earrings need to go inside this vintage glass Trinket box. Now, I want to let you know, for those of you who have come in the last little bit, I have $4 shipping for the first item. I have 50 cents for each additional item, okay? I only have a couple of things where it's higher on the shipping because they're heavy. This is not one of them. All right. So I am going to start the bid. I've got this crooked. It's not crooked. It's just because I don't want to drop it. But I am putting this up for auction, this awesome Nightingale. Oh, my wrist won't go that way. Japan vintage glass trinket box with these stunning earrings. Okay, that's the little goodie that came inside. And I'm going to run them for $5. I know. Are you going, are you serious? I am. 20 seconds, $5, and it's on right now. So you get this beautiful vintage trinket box and these earrings as well. I got to be careful because, you know, I'm getting hypnotized with all the bling in the camera lens. All right, thank you very much for looking. So I do want to let you know that anything that you have seen that I have run so far and you're like going, geez, I wish you would bring that back up, let me know because I'm happy to do that. Very happy to do that. Hi, Rachel. And next, I am going to bring up, and this is definitely vintage. And I don't know what year vintage this is, but this is vintage, and I'm going to say brass. And I'm not, and you know, clean. I'm sure it needs to be cleaned. It is heavy. And I'm looking to see if we have any markings in there. Does that just need to be cleaned mark, or is that a somebody wrote something mark? I think that's just a clean mark. But look at the pattern on it. I would be nervous about cleaning it myself because you don't want to take any of the gorgeous vintage off it, right? Isn't that beautiful? Let me tell you what the diameter is here. So that is, let me see, does it fit in my hand? So I don't have my darn bracelet measure goodie, but when I use my measuring tape, it measures 3 inches across, but I can go get that if you want it. But I am going to run this vintage brass, very cool looking, oldie goldie bracelet for $5 for 20 seconds, and it's on. I think it's like definitely boho-y and maybe, you know, like in the 60s-ish. I'm not sure. Felicia is in at 5. I can't wait to show you that brooch I've got, Felicia. I need your help on it. I don't have it here with me at the moment, but it is like, I think, not Ming Dynasty old, but it is old. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, let's see what else we can get into. Where is that other poodle? Oh, this little cat. Okay, when I saw this cat, wait till you see this cat. You know, there's something about when you look at a cat or a poodle, it kind of speaks 50s and 60s to you. Look at this. Kitty cat. Doesn't that look kind of 50s, 60s looking? Just the way it looks, kind of the slanted eyes. Isn't that fun? Now, it's a pin as opposed to a brooch. So it's got that type of pin. I looked and I don't see any manufacturer on it, but it is just so sweet. So sweet, this little kitty. So if somebody would like me to run, let me know. If not, I'm just going to say her because she's got pink. I don't know. I'm just going to put her there for right now. But the other one that I want to show you, I have another poodle. And this, I'm calling a mini poodle because look at how tiny. Look at this little poodle. It's a poodle, isn't it? I think it's a poodle. And excuse me, it has, oops. Sorry about that. It has black enamel on the, as you can see. Sorry about that. I'm like choking. And here is the back. And he is very tiny. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to put him up too. As I joke. Woohoo! All right. So in the meantime, I am going to pull these pearls down here. Because these, I don't know, there's something about strands of beads that, you know, kind of make you think 50s, 60s. And I do believe the pearls are still in. So let's just put these up a little closer so we can see them. Let me get them straight here. Look at all of those. They're faux pearls, of course. And I'll show you the clasp. I just wanted you to get it up close and personal here. They are, yeah, they're faux pearls, and they're kind of, it looks kind of creamy, buttery here in the lens. However, they are white. Now they're not like bright white, but they are white, and they're very pretty. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands. But what I want you to look at is this part here. So here's the clasp on it. It's got a little stone of some kind there. Yeah, some kind of little stone. But the tail part is not real long, so it almost makes me feel like maybe there was a couple more. I don't know, but I'm going to say it looks like there was probably a couple of more pearls because it looks kind of short here. Let's see. There we go. So that is what the clasp looks like. Here is the back side so that you can see it. So that you can see the construction. But I am going to go ahead and run this. And it is going to start at $5 for 20 seconds, and it's on. 20. Now we're down to 13. Oh, I've found some earrings that look like they might kind of go with it. Look at that. I'd throw in the earrings too. $5 for the necklace and the earrings. All right, so here's the deal. If you're like going, I would really like you to run that again, you just let me know because I will do that. Excuse me. Boy, something went down the wrong pipe, as they say. I'm going to put these over here. All right. So next, I'm going to do another twofer. I love twofers, don't you? So we're going to do 2 pair of clip earrings. And they're both, let's see, do they have, I don't see any markings on them. Here's the deal, guys. Unless I've got my loop and it's up close, you know, I'm not so sure. But we'll take a look at them. But look at the colors in the beads on these. Look at these. Look at the center. Aren't they beautiful? So pretty. They're kind of iridescent-y in the center. And then they've got pink and blue little crystals around the edge. So I looked and I don't see any markings on either one. And again, this stuff I would say needs to be cleaned. I have not cleaned them, so I want to let you know that. And then the other pair that I'm going to put with them, let's just put these down here, are these black. Look at how gorgeous. And these are glass. Look at those. Aren't they beautiful? Perfect for holidays coming up. I know, scary, right? Right around the corner. No markings on these either. Hi, Julia. Welcome back in. And so I am going to run both pair of these vintage, and I'm going to throw these at 50s. I mean, you know what? They could be a little bit before. They could be a little bit after. But look at the bouquet of color in the black and the pink and the green. Gorgeous. Starting those for 20 seconds for both pair. $5, and Rachel is in for 5. Twofer here. Twofer alert. 4 seconds. All right. Congratulations. Rachel, you are hanging in there. You are lurking. Hey, I was saying earlier, I don't know if you've noticed this, but for the first time today, I actually have a countdown clock as I'm doing this live. I've never seen that before. So, new thing for me tonight anyway. Kind of fun. I don't know, it kind of, has my heart going. I'm like, oh, am I running out of time? But I know I'm not. We're doing good. We're doing good. So I'm going to give you a little bit more about why you need to continue to hang on until 9:30 Eastern. It's almost 9:20 now. Rachel is coming after me, and I'm going to raid into her, but she's doing something totally different tonight that is like beyond cool. So she is doing buy it now, right? Pre-bids. Buy it in pre-bids. You can buy it now pre-bids. So if you go in there, and again, I don't want you to leave me, so bring up your other iPhone or iPad because you got to hang out with me for another 10, 12 minutes. Anyway, go take a look at Rachel's upcoming page because it is loaded with pre-bids. And if there is something you think that you just have got to have, like now, you better go for it because that is the way you're going to buy it. Now, does that make sense to you? Not a whole lot, because a lot of us do pre-bids. And that's like you go in, you do a pre-bid, and then you go live in the auction, and then other people have the opportunity to bid on it. But tonight it's going to be a little bit different. So stay tuned. 10 more minutes, almost 10 more minutes, because this is going to be a purchasing opportunity like you've not experienced yet. At least not in Lilyworks, and I venture to guess not anywhere else either. All right. For those of you who are hanging out, now this item here, I don't know. I got to have my experts pop in on this one, but I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the red. Maybe it's the red. Look at this. You see that? Look at the red. And I think, remember I showed you the salt and pepper shaker right here? It reminded me of the 50s. Well, maybe it was the red stone that made me think of the 50s and the 60s. I don't know. But look at this gorgeous brooch. Isn't that beautiful? Let's see if I can get it even more here so you can see how. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? I don't know. See, I told you, every time I start looking at anything sparkly, it's hard for me to move on. So I'm going to flip it over so that I can focus again. There is the back so that you can see the pen clasp and the bail there. Isn't that a beaut? And the way, I mean, you could put it anyway, but look how it would set. Isn't that stunning? So I'm going to put this up, this gorgeous little red stone brooch, for $5 for 20 seconds, and I'm moving it to the stage right now. And this has the little rhinestones here on the edges. Isn't that wonderful? Rachel is in for 5. So gorgeous. Look at the metalwork on this. 2 seconds. Congratulations, Rachel. This is coming to you. I almost choked here a little while ago. I waited too long to drink some water, I think. I've been talking so much. So, hey, I just want to let you all know, not only are we going to be rating and Rachel, but we have live shows pretty much every day of the week. So you need to take a look at lilyworksjewels.com, lilyworksantiques.com, and also her Makers Market. So we don't have any live shows in the Makers Market, but there are a lot of homemade items in there, as well as different painting supplies and items to make jewelry and things like that. So take a look if you're into crafting or repurposing items, or if you're just creative and that stuff might meet your needs. The other thing is we do have live shows pretty much every day of the week in Lily Works Jewels and Lots. And on Wednesdays, we kind of started a few weeks ago, Hump Day Happenings, and I actually will be on that on Wednesday, so I wanted to throw that out there. I'm going to be doing another 2-hour show with our friend Shell, Vintage Forward. We are going to do a co-hosting show, 2 hours. That's going to be a lot of fun, so that's coming up, and we've got a lot of other sellers on the page, on the marketplace. Curry with Cherished Relics, and Sandy Findings by Sandy, and Maria Luna Magica, and Hints of Violet, and I could go on and on. But you need to take a look at the listings to see who we've got coming up. And I want to remind you to follow me if you're not following me, upper left-hand corner, and check out our homepage, because Rachel has got some fabulous levels of subscribers with information, as I mentioned earlier, that you will not find anyplace else. She has put together an amazing community here, and you know what? We want you to be part of it too. This is the place to be. I always say that these ladies are the winds beneath my wings, and they most definitely are. And I'm so grateful that you're here tonight. And next, I am going to bring up this little pearl brooch. So I don't know that you would say that it's 50s or 60s, but it almost seemed not pointy atomic, but round atomic, kind of swirly atomic looking. Hi, Miss Tracy. Welcome in. So I am bringing this up with this faux pearl gold tone. And again, it's not the pointy type atomic. Let me show you this other one here, because I didn't bring this one up tonight. But so I would say this is more pointy atomic, and this is gold tone. It kind of looks like it's tarnishy, but it's not. It's just the way that the light is picking up. But this is more kind of a pointy atomic. This one I'm saying is like a swirl type atomic, almost like, the atom sign where it's just swirly. This is a faux pearl. Here is the back so that you can take a look. I am going to run this for $5, and it is going to run for 20 seconds, and it has started. So I am saying atomic as in swirly atomic with the faux pearl here. And we have 8 seconds. Excuse me. And here is the back. And thank you for looking. I'm going to put that over here. And let me grab how much time do I have? Well, I want to make sure that I explain everything that's coming up. What do you think? Do I have enough time? Maybe Oh, maybe I should do this. This is like, does this have a name on it? I think it might. If it doesn't, it should. Check this out. Look at this necklace. Isn't that pretty? It almost looks like looks and feels like it could be a trifari or a, what's the other, like a Monet maybe. But there is no manufacturer on here. Hi, Tarinda. Welcome in. Yeah, there's no, look at how pretty that hammered. So this is the chain. It has 3 different chain types, as you can see. And I will measure it for you, but look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? This would be fabulous. Fabulous with a sweater. I'm going to measure it for you so that you know what the shortest part is and the longest part is. So the center smallest piece is 18 inches, and then it goes all the way, holy moly, 32 inches. 32 inches. Now what I'm going to do is actually put it up back here, and then I'll angle the camera so that you can see just how gorgeous this looks. Let's see here. Let's get the cards out of the way. But if you can see that, let's see here, I'll hold it up. Okay, do I have that turned? No, that's turned the wrong way. All right, well, is that turned? Yeah, that's turned the right way. Okay, it is very shiny, very pretty. I am going to run it for $5. I got a $4 ship, 50 cents for each additional item. I am running it for 20 seconds at $5, and it's on. It's for the gold necklace in the background. And we are at 5 seconds, 3 seconds. All right, thank you very much for looking. So, for those of you who have stuck around, I know you're dying to know what's going on over at Lilyworks with Rachel tonight. We are going to be raiding into Rachel, and she has got everything loaded in her live auction right now as pre-bids. So she is going to be talking about the items with you. She is not going to pull the items out and physically show them to you. So she will go through each item and talk about them. And if you want to bid, you can bid ahead. I mean, if you see something, you can bid ahead on it as a pre-bid, okay? And she's going to talk about the items when you go in. And you're going to know when you win that bid. Okay. Yeah, just let me know when you're ready. I have to okay. Okay. Yeah, just let me know. So she is going to go through the items, and she is going to talk about it. And if you want it, you go in, do the pre-bid, and you make the purchase. Where right now, if you do a pre-bid, we'll bring it to the stage and you'll see it, and then you'll go, oh, okay, I want it, right? And then you buy it because you're seeing the actual piece. But in here, it's going to be all pre-bids where she's talking about the item. She's just not going to physically show you what that item is. All right, so I am going to bring up another item here, and this is so sweet. Look at this flower, and this I'm going to say is probably from the 50s, maybe. Look at the pastel green glass set rhinestone. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at how pretty she is, and she's very shiny. There is no marking on the back. Yes, I know, right? I know she is doing that. So she doesn't have the inventory with her, but the inventory will be all pre-bid, and she will be on live and talking about each item. So fun. So fun. So these are set glass, light green, kind of a limey, kind of just a pale limey, I call it spring green, little brooch pen. And I am going to put that up for $5 for 20 seconds. And she is on. She is on. Isn't she pretty? Pack Rat Queen's in at 5. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, sometimes the stones aren't real clear, but this is so pretty. Gorgeous, gorgeous. 2 seconds. All right. Felicia, this is coming to you. Thank you so much. I'm telling you, I may be doing that 4-hour drive. I didn't realize it was that far. I just came back through that way a couple of days ago. We were over in Alabama. I did some thrifting over there. Oh my goodness. Had so much fun. So much fun. I mean, there's some, kind of decent thrifting around here, but not like there is in some areas. Highway 17. Oh, okay. Hi, Maria. Welcome back in. Now, last night, I sold what I found out was called sugar beads, okay? These are not sugar beads. They are so light. They're like air. They're like air. They are so light. And they have little beads in between them. Now, I think when I looked at this earlier, it says, what does that say? Japan? Yeah, upside down. So they're made in Japan, but it's like air. They are so light. So I don't know what the material is or what you call them, but they are cool and unique. And I thought, you know what? Those look like they might be 50s or 60s, but they are in great condition. They are light as air. It's almost like those little cheese balls, cheese puffs. They are just so light, but they're iridescent-y. Look at that. Just kind of iridescent, and I don't know. They almost look like mother of pearl-ish as well, but kind of iridescent-y. They're so pretty. Anyway, I'm going to put these cool looking things up for $5. The auction starts at 20 seconds right now. Yeah, I didn't have time to research them and look them up to see what the material is, only to see that they were made in Japan because it is on the clasp. All right, thank you for looking. I will move these over here. Let me see this one. Did I just get it all tangled? Don't you hate that when you get a necklace all straightened out and then it gets tangled again? So frustrating. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is another necklace here that I have that I think could potentially be from the 60s. This is the pendant part. And these beads are a plastic or lucite type material. Let me show you the clasp. It has a round spring clasp. There was nothing on here that I could see as far as a manufacturer, but this is so beautiful. It is just so beautiful and nothing on it. Oops, this is the way it goes here because that's the back part. But there was no markings on it. and it's several strands. I am going to run this for $5 for 20 seconds, and it's on. Very different. And again, I'm not sure what time period it's from, but it sure is a pretty necklace and kind of look like it could be 50s or 60s to me. Let's see. Okay. All right. Thank you for looking. Let's see what else we can get into over here. I've got another brooch. Oh, well, I was going to go with another brooch, but drum roll, please, or rock around the clock. I am going to raid into Rachel. Rachel, who runs Lily Works, and be prepared. Don't forget, when I switch you over and we raid, oh, you want me to run the necklace? This necklace here? This here? Yeah? Yes. Okay. Rachel, I'm going to run this really quick, and then we are going to raid in. We're starting this at 5, 20 seconds, and it is running. All right, Jedi. As we are doing that, I want to tell you to make sure that you look at her pre-bids. That is how you are bidding and buying. All right, Jedi, thank you so much. Look at her pre-bids. That's how she's selling tonight. She's going to talk to you about the items when she gets there. Jedi Jerk, Pack Rat Queen, everybody else, Rachel, everybody else that not only joined me tonight, but made purchases for me. I'm so grateful, so very grateful. Catch me this coming Wednesday. You're going to have a twofer. We're going to do a co-hosting program. Much love to you all. Be safe. Have a fabulous week, and I will talk to you next time.